gimmicks with this, okay? Now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is with this, ayy. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah. When I hit that, okay, yeah. When I hit that, cause I ain't liking nothing. Yeah. When I hit that, okay, yeah. When I hit that.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. They run for the first time with Benny Snell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And not a whole lot doing there, so get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Ball carrier.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now left side on the swing pass. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
The Browns D locked in on third down. Brings up fourth.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at the 20. First carry for Nick Chubb. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Ball carrier.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Intended for Austin.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. But for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. Starting the drive with Snell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. At the 23, it's second and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Now Roethlisberger. Johnson's got it complete. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second out.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And taken right on the 30. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
43-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll run with Snell to begin the drive. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Snell. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
At the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Snell again. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Snell, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 44, Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. After one, it's 9-0.
Browns, nothing.
On 1st down, Snell down right around the 25. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Tackled at the 25.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's the 4th-round pick from Maryland, Anthony McFarland. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
Sheldon.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
The Browns drive about to get started.
This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a minute.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack on 1st down, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back.
Mayfield's pass.
They'll get a couple yards on that one. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And it's
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
number 13.
Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a give here to Snell. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A gain of 5. First down, Pittsburgh.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Snell
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
He was
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
At the 8-yard line.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little bit, I think.
Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this is caught at the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony McFarland, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Round 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Cleveland.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Mayfield looks to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, but now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Cameron Hayward able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop or turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from
rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Hayward able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
19 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Play fake. Mayfield. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Now Chubb on 1st down, able to work his way forward for about 5.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Just enough to get the 1st down there with a 1-yard pickup.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A second down throw for Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Wilson. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Seibert on for the PAT. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score.
Makes the score Steelers 16, Browns 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. On first down, Snell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Snell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fielded just inside the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
At the Browns' 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Juju Smith-Schuster. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 40-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A heck of a way to start the 4th quarter, just south of 40 yards on the pickup. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. Meanwhile, here's a shot for the end zone right away, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stop short of the
So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Big Ben going to take it himself. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Roethlisberger keeps it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. And Roethlisberger. His third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, was from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LREs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up right.
The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him and keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Mayfield on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Steelers 46-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Room here to run. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
That is incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to
the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
46-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Snell. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Roethlisberger quickly to the flat, and they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. 16 yards, a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
6-yard line.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
Covered by Denzel Ward.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
230, 50, 50's a month, 50's a month. What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up?
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll power his way up near the 25.
Ball carrier.
They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second and 9, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Third down.
Now Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Second and 12, operating from the 39. Mayfield to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the Steelers' 36-yard line.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. This will be from 53 for the win. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. We're still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, this will be McFarland. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Escaping the pressure right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. On the handoff, it's Snell. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first. 6 yards there. First down, Pittsburgh. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Roethlisberger going for the deep ball. It's caught at the 10. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A gain of 5 brings up 6.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. A run for Snell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Steelers, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup